that Mali has sent an official notification of its withdrawal to ECOWAS. And for a closer look at developments in the regional bloc, Professor Babafemi Badejo, Professor of Political Science and International Relations, Chrisland University at Abeokuta, is joining me. I can see you now, and I'm hoping that we can really do this and be done and over with. Let's start by asking the very first question. Is Nigeria prepared to lead a process towards a truncated ECOWAS?
Oh, well, it's an interesting question you have asked because it's actually a question that I asked in the press statement that I gave on 1st of August of 2023 when we threatened to go to war over if they don't cooperate in 7 days. And I definitely hope that the current administration will not reverse the efforts of Gawan and late Adebayo Adedeji, supported by Edem Kojo and Nasingbe Eyadema of Togo, to start the project of ECOWAS. So I hope that we will be able to overcome the current problem and ensure that things are working fine.
What about the Nigerian authorities? Have they done a cost-benefit analysis for the short, medium, and long term, especially given the country's current financial problems?
Well, here I feel that there is a problem in that it does not seem to me that we considered all the factors when we took the efforts that we took initially and left diplomacy in favor of issuing threats when we were not sure of our own capacity to be able to carry such threats forward. Countries that issue threats in international relationships immediately follow it up without having to be guessing. But in our situation, we have not done fairly well in terms of the way we have handled Niger, which has led into a unity of purpose by Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso in wanting to go it alone outside of ECOWAS. Of course, whether they can succeed is not what we are talking about now. They have given the indication that they want to leave immediately, but the terms of the treaty that they are part of says that there is a 1-year period in disengaging, and obligations will have to continue to be met. But the problem about that argument that I'm making is that that is assuming that there isn't the suspension. These countries have been suspended from ECOWAS. So if you have suspended them and they say they want to leave immediately, then what leverage do you have on them? So invariably, there is the need for diplomacy as opposed to talking tough. And it appears to me that we are still talking tough, or maybe better still, that we are trying to play it both ways. Because the statement that came from our Ministry of Foreign Affairs was very nice in trying to leave the possibility of dialogue on. But then there was another statement yesterday indicating that we are closing our airspace for aircrafts going from Nigeria to Niger, from Niger to Nigeria. Those kind of actions are not in our long-term interest, and not even in our short-term interest. Because if they also now say that aircrafts that originate from Nigeria cannot go on their airspace, it means all of us who are going to Europe, those who are going to Europe from Nigeria, because I don't see how many people are coming from Niger to Nigeria by air. They come with their cattle and goats and other things, even in spite of the so-called closure of the borders on the basis of ECOWAS. Many of the guards in southern Nigeria, in northern Nigeria, are from Niger. They are Nigerian, and they go back home, back and forth, and whatever. But if we close the airspace, then it automatically means that we'll have to pay more to go to Europe because we'll have to divert away from a huge landmass, because Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso are already about half of the size of the whole of ECOWAS.
Okay, Professor Badejo, I'd like to thank you for your time and patience. We have time to do this again some other time. Many thanks.